Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead. We can't read it. You said it wrong.
I know.
Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash.
Wait, is that the title?
That is the title.
All
Chapter
right.
13, The Handsome One. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture. Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good.
You don't say.
Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds towards the castle. Is Harry dead?
Nope.
What?
Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. A kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family.
Well, this took a dark turn.
I don't know if I can read this next one. Okay. Ron's Ron shirt was just as bad.
Oh,
Was just as bad as Ron himself.
okay. You know what? I kind of need a second or third opinion on this one. Pause the statement for a second.
Okay.
Harry Potter by an AI.
Oh, Krista has to hear this.
Possibly, yeah. Like all right. Continue.
Okay. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive, confessed the reasonable Hermione.
Well, yes.
What about Ron magic? Offered Ron. To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow, and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds. Death Eaters are on top of the castle, Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was.
Wait, is that the line?
That's the line.
He just was spiders.
Ron was going to be spiders. Period. He just was. Period.
Oh
He
my
wasn't
goodness.
proud of that. But it was going to be hard to not have spiders all over his body after all is said and done.
You don't say.
Look, said Hermione. Obviously, there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. The three complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door to the castle roof. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing.
Yeah, you tell him.
Ron looked at the doorknob, and then looked at Hermione with searing pain. I think it's closed, he noticed. Locked, said Mr. Staircase, the shabby-robed ghost.
Wait, what?
Mr. Staircase, he's a beloved Harry Potter character. Come on, get with the program.
Oh my
They
goodness.
looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was, and how asking it to be replaced with a small orb. The
Sure.
password was beef woman! Hermione cried.
Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
Matt,
You joined
we're
in
in the
halfway
middle
through.
of reading a Harry Potter fanfic written by an artificial intelligence.
What? Okay, start from the beginning.
Nope, too late. Harry, Ron, and Hermione quietly stood behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad. I think it's okay if you like me, said one Death Eater. Thank you very much, replied the other. The first Death Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek. Did this just become Death Eater slash fic?
What the fuck? Where did you find this?
Oh my god. Okay, Mama didn't raise no quitters. Oh, well done, said the second as his friend stepped back again. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely. Then they all took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic.
Wait,
That plan, you know, that they discussed already, apparently.
sure.
Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. I don't know that you can overreact to that, Harry. I feel like any amount of reaction...
Still an overreaction.
I feel like underreaction is the only possible thing you could do in that case. Anyway, Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry.
No, back up. You
Not
missed something.
anything at the moment.
You back up a little bit. You missed something.
Huh?
Go back to the reaction.
Oh, sorry. He felt a great overreaction. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest.
How do you miss that?
How do you make
Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. Voldemort, you're a very bad and mean wizard, Harry savagely said. Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance. So Hermione dipped his face in mud.
What the fuck?
Ron threw a wand at Voldemort, and everyone applauded. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. They cast a spell or two, and jets of green light shot out of the Death Eaters' heads. Ron flinched. Not so handsome now, thought Harry as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. The Death Eaters were dead now, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. Wow, that went dark.
Well, I
Okay,
mean, hot
yep.
sauce on Hermione, I mean.
The great hall was filled with incredible Moan chandeliers, and a large librarian who decorated the sinks with books about masonry. Mountains of mice exploded.
They just do that sometimes.
Yeah, that's, you know, their new form of pest control. Several long pumpkins fell out of McGonagall. Who the crap is McGonagall?
Professor McGonagall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Why are pumpkins falling out of him? Don't know, don't care. Dumbledore's hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at school.
What?
The pig
I'm just
of
imagining the
Hufflepuff-
beard, like, scooting.
The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and placed his hand on its head. You are Hagrid now.
Is Hagrid a rank, apparently?
We're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us, Harry, Hermione, and Ron said in chorus. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there in Harry Potter and the Portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Did this book just reference itself? Title drop, everybody! Harry looked around and then fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer. All summer long. Down that staircase. It's a long staircase. I'll be there when fall semester starts. I'm Harry Potter, Harry began yelling. The dark arts better be worried, oh boy.
You tell him, Darkheart.
The end.
Wow.
Here is the link to that page if you want to see it.
Thank you. I will need this.
Wow.
For certain court cases.
And research purposes.
Yep.
And
I love that they dropped the full title of the book. Not even just
In the
like
chapter.
not even just like coyly putting in there, and then Harry saw what looked like a large pile of ash. No, the whole, and then what was it?
the Dursleys will
The
not.
Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there in the Harry Potter and the Portrait of what looked like. They've never been to the castle before, and they sure as crap ain't gonna come here in this book. Just letting you know.
They got standard.
And
Oh.
here's something else that you guys should see. Someone animated it.
No.
What? Okay. I'm watching this.